Hi guys, my name is Chi and welcome to my channel. So today in this video I want to show you how I took beauty shots in direct sunlight. So basically you don't necessarily have to have studio lighting in case if you want to take beauty shots. You can take it in direct sunlight. Remember that sunlight is the most powerful and the largest light source available, and it's a shame that a lot of photographers kind of discourage it and forget about it, and you can actually take a pretty cool shots with it. The reason that most photographers kind of shy away from the direct sunlight is just because it creates really hard shadows, and a lot of times it's not really complementary. Obviously majority goes for the more softer diffuse light, but you can use it with the knowledge, you can use it to your advantage and create some awesome shots. The one thing that I want to mention is, well, in any beauty photography, you do have to do a retouching in order that your image would look right. And of course, when you take picture in direct sunlight, it will highlight all the texture of the skin, all the imperfection if there is just all the structures, so you might want to soften it out in post-production. So if you're not the type of person who likes to retouch their work or not outsource it to someone else, then I don't know, still some retouching probably will be required with that type of shoot, but it's not just with direct sunlight. Any type of light will, for beauty shot, retouching is almost kind of must these days. So the great thing about shooting in direct light that you literally don't need anything, just your camera, and I've chose to use a background just to create more kind of a studio look to it, but in the end, and I chose blue color just because I thought it would be more flattering direct to me, because I was a model as usual, just to show that, you know, if I can do it all by myself, then you can definitely do it by yourself, or with a model it will be even much easier. So I tried to attach, I did the photo shoot just in my backyard. That's how easy it can be. I tried to attach my background, and it's a seamless paper background direct to the wall. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to because the duct tape that I wanted to attach it with wasn't stick to it. So I had to bring out my stands, the stand that would hold it and assemble it. I never use it, to be honest, because in my studio I just attach it with the duct tape. I find it easier that way. Also, my studio is quite small. You can see it I have a video where I tour around my studio, my home studio, so you can see it directly. So that's why every little bit of space I try to save if I can. So that's why I usually attach the backgrounds on the wall in my studio, but the video is not about that. Now I shot about, I think maybe 11:30 or 12, so it's like the sun was really bright, it was standing still. And whenever you shoot, of course it's really dependent on what you want, but I would always suggest to guide your subject to lift their face toward direct sunlight. So because if your subject will put your head more down, then it will create all the shadows under the eyes, and you just don't want, and eyes will look dark and black, and it's not really flattering. So you will want to guide your subject to kind of remember to lift the face up toward the light, so it will create much more flattering effect. And I think with this type of light, hard light, I chose for styling, put my hair back, and I apply a lot of oil on my face and on my neck and shoulders, because I feel in the bright light, whenever you have this sheen on your skin, it really looks much more luxurious, and that's what we need for a beauty shot. And the only thing that from makeup, like I had no makeup whatsoever, just the oil all over my face. And you can use any type of oil. I use argan oil, but I probably even like olive oil will do. Whatever you have will work. I would just not suggest a coconut oil because it sinks into skin very fast, so you will not get that kind of glossy, rich, shining effect. Also, it's a great tip if you want to shoot kind of like a wet texture photography. Oil can be a very great option for you. Yes, and also I applied some shiny lip gloss that I thought will be can really bring up that shine in this direct sunlight. The only issue that I experienced with that is at the day it was really hot, but it was extremely windy, so my background was just flying all over and it was wrinkled and stuff. So what's interesting happened is because my background, because of the wind, it's got all the wrinkle, it was reflecting light in such an interesting way that when I start to review the pictures already on my computer, it's actually looked like there is a sky behind me, like, you know, when the blue, because the background was blue, was, you know, like white clouds. So it was really interesting effect. I wasn't expecting on it at all, and I end up with some pictures that I didn't reduce that effect. I actually left it because I thought it looks quite interesting. So I end up, the frame was quite tight, but in the end, in post-production, I end up doing it even tighter, making it even tighter. I do always recommend to crop your shots in camera if you can, just because I think I explained it in one of the videos before. I think it was the video how to take great pictures in average locations. You can check it out on my channel. I was talking about importance cropping in camera, just because sometimes you think that, oh, I can crop it always afterwards, but sometimes the pose or the angle that you shot it was fine with the wide shot. When you start to crop it, you might see it's not really working very well, because like maybe, you know, you think that the pose can be a little bit different or whatever. So I always recommend to crop it in camera if you can. And I just start shooting, and I tried different types. I didn't have much creative process, many things to try, just because, you know, it's a beauty shot, it's all about kind of face and skin, so not many can be done. But of course you can be creative. You can you can have your subject use their arms, or maybe use something else and whatever, jewelry. Just go with it, be creative, you know, make it your own. Also, in direct light, I think it's really interesting. There's an opportunity to play with the shadows. So I did a few shots to just play with the shadow on my face to make it a little bit creative, just because that's what I personally like. And yes, it was really short shoot. I just wanted to show that don't shy away from the natural light. It can be really, and don't shy away from the hard light, because if you use it correctly, then you can still achieve really interesting, great pictures. And this is the final result that I got. So hopefully you liked it and you got inspired. Let me know if you did. Thumbs up if you like this video. Please subscribe to this channel for more videos. Comment. It always warms my heart to read your comments, and I appreciate that too. And yes, thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more of my work, please follow me on Instagram. It's yunanchi_photo, and hopefully see you next time. Bye!